My name is Ryan, and until that evening, I thought of myself as someone with endless patience. I'd been married to Emily for 5 years, and though our relationship wasn't perfect, I genuinely believed we had a foundation of respect strong enough to withstand anything. Emily was bold, quick-witted, and loved to push limits. Most of the time, that's exactly why I adored her. But lately, her humor started to feel different. Less playful, more cutting. It began subtly. Little jabs about me forgetting chores, teasing me over my thinning hair, laughing with her friends when I stumbled over the dog in the kitchen. Harmless, I thought. Marriage is about letting the small stuff slide, right? But over the past few months, those jokes began to cross a line, transforming from teasing into something that felt like outright disrespect. That night, we attended a dinner party at a friend's house. About 8 people were there, sharing wine and stories over a charcuterie board. Someone mentioned terrible first dates, and one of Emily's friends asked her about hers. Without missing a beat, she smiled and said, "Oh, the worst? Definitely the guy who couldn't stop talking about himself." Well, him and Ryan tied for last place. The room erupted with laughter. I forced a weak chuckle, but my stomach sank. Then came the joke that shattered me. The conversation shifted to relationships, and Emily, a few glasses of wine in, leaned back and said, "Well, at least my ex was bigger." She delivered it as though the most hilarious offhand remark imaginable. The room went quiet for a split second, followed by the kind of awkward, unsure laughter that makes you want to disappear. My ears buzzed. My chest tightened. I said nothing. I didn't storm out or raise my voice. I merely smiled faintly, hiding the storm inside. But something inside me snapped. The drive home was silent. Emily tried to brush it off, teasing me for being too sensitive. I didn't answer. I wasn't angry yet. I was thinking. I spent that night staring at the ceiling, replay her words over and over, imagining exactly how I would respond. Not with anger, not with a fight, but with a clarity that would make her understand that respect isn't optional. The next morning, I didn't confront her, not because I had forgiven her, but because I wanted her to think I had. I kissed her on the forehead, made her coffee, texted her during the day. Everything appeared normal. But alone, I rehearsed my words. I planned how to take back the dignity she had chipped away with a single sentence. That weekend, we hosted a get-together at our house. I made sure everything was perfect. Grilled steaks, poured wine, upbeat music. Emily was radiant, laughing, moving around like the life of the party. At some point, one of our friends asked how we kept our marriage so strong. Emily opened her mouth, likely preparing a snarky comment. But I interrupted gently. "You know what keeps a marriage strong?" I said calmly. "Mutual respect. At least, that's what I thought we had." The room went quiet. Emily froze. "You remember last week, the joke about your ex being bigger?" I continued. "I've thought a lot about it. You're right. He was bigger. Bigger at cheating. Bigger at lying. Bigger at treating you poorly. And yet, here you are with me." Her face drained of color. The confident smirk wiped away. "You stood there," I said, looking directly at her, "in front of people who care about you, and you turned our marriage into a punchline." I laughed along, but I haven't been able to see you the same way since. Emily's eyes widened. "Ryan, I didn't." "And even if you didn't intend it," I interrupted softly, "that's the problem. You didn't stop to think how it would feel for me. How it would feel to be the target of humiliation from the person I trust most." The room was silent, except for the hum of the refrigerator. "I've decided," I said steadily. "I'm done laughing it off, done letting disrespect slide. If you want someone to compare to your ex, go find him. I'd rather be alone than lose myself one joke at a time." Her friends watched, frozen. Emily's face crumbled. She reached for my hand, but I didn't take it. "Ryan, I'm sorry," she whispered, voice shaking. "I was just trying to be funny." "That's exactly it," I said quietly. "You weren't thinking. And if this marriage is going to survive, that has to change. Right now." Tears welled in her eyes. The usual fire in her gaze was gone. She nodded, whispering, "I promise." I leaned back, releasing just enough tension for everyone to breathe. "Sorry about that. I told our guests, forcing a polite smile, "Who wants dessert?" The evening continued awkwardly, but Emily did make another cutting joke. Not that night, not for a long time afterward. And for the first time in months, I felt I had reclaimed something precious, my self-respect.